let's say I have this. That's a covalent compound. I want to draw a Lewis structure for it. And Lewis structure is like a picture. Basically, a Lewis structure for this looks like that. Okay? I know it starts to look like chemistry at this point, doesn't it? But there are rules that tell me why it looks like that. And we need to know a couple of them before we get too far along. First off, how do I know that oxygen goes here in the middle?
The last one?
There are rules that tell me which ones go in the middle and rules that tell me which ones go on the outside. So these are the basic rules. If carbon is present, carbon always goes in the middle. Always. But I didn't have carbon, did I?
No, sir.
So that rule really doesn't help me much at this point. How about this one? Hydrogen never goes in the middle. The one in the middle needs to have lots of places to make bonds. Hydrogen, being the first energy level and already having one electron, can only make how many bonds?
One.
Can only make one bond. So is that good to have in the middle?
Yeah.
No, you can't branch off of it. Carbon, on the other hand, can make 4 bonds. So that seems like something that would be happy right there in the middle, right? So carbon always goes in the middle. Hydrogen never goes in the middle. Same kind of thing. Group 17 has 7 electrons. How many do they want to have? You want to have one more, 8. So how many bonds are they trying to make? They're trying to make one bond, aren't they? Would they be good in the middle? Group 17 never goes in the middle. Obviously, there's going to be exceptions at some point, but it's easier to say never than 99% of the time it does not go in the middle. So it never goes in the middle. And if none of those rules apply, there's one more to make sure we have it right. The least electronegative element goes in the middle. How do I know which one's the least electronegative element? How do we know? Yeah, if only we have marked the electronegativity page in our book, right? We can flip there, find which one is the least electronegative. That goes in the middle. So these are the rules. You kind of follow them in this order. It makes it nice and easy to make Lewis structures. Now we're ready to actually do one, right?
How do you spell that word? The blue thing.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Where do you see it? Right there?
I'm not certain what you're talking about. I'm going to keep going. So, let's draw a Lewis structure. How about we pick something nice and easy, like CH4. The first step is to figure out how many valence electrons are here. So how many carbons are there?
One.
And how many valence electrons does carbon have?
No.
So in group 14 has 4. Then I'll put it times 1 so we know there's only one of them. And it's hydrogen. How many valence electrons does hydrogen have? 1. And how many are there? So how many total valence electrons do I have? 8 total electrons. Okay, so now I'm going to draw it. What should go in the middle?
C.
Why?
Yeah.
It always goes in the middle. I try to make mine symmetrical, so I'll put an H over here, an H over here, an H over here, and an H down here. And I surround everything with 8 dots, except, what doesn't get 8 dots? Hydrogen. Hydrogen can only have how many dots? 2 dots. So most hydrogen can ever have is 2 dots. Everything else, it's 8 dots. So I'm going to put 8 dots around carbon. And I've got 2 dots on this hydrogen, 2 on this hydrogen, 2 on this hydrogen, 2 on this hydrogen. So that seems right so far, doesn't it? Now we count them. How many dots is this? 2, 4, 6, 8. How many do I want to have?
8.
This must be right. I'm going to draw it again with a fancy little line, so it's cool. Oh, what happened there? Try it again. I got a Lewis structure for CH4. This is not super difficult. Want another one?
Yes.
Might as well, we have an hour or so. How about we do that is an ionic compound, it's not your Lewis structure. Only covalent compounds get Lewis structure. Here, this one's not very hard. CH2Cl2. So, what do I do first? How many valence electrons do I need? Well, I have carbon, and carbon has how many valence electrons? 4. And there's 1 of those. I got hydrogen, it's got how many? 1, 2. There's 2 of those. Chlorine is how many? 7. It's in group 17, so it's got 7, and there's 2 of those. So how many is that? It's 20, right? Now, I draw it. What goes in the middle? Why? I don't know. We can arrange them however we want to. Let's put, just for fun this time, hydrogen here and here. Put them next to each other because it's H2. That's the only reason I'm doing that. I'm going to put a Cl here and here. Could I put the Cl here? Sure, I don't care. Put it there. Have fun with it. Bother me a bit. Now, everything gets 8 electrons except what? Okay, so I'm going to put 8 around here. 8 around here. And 8 around carbon. It's already got 4. So that's 8 around carbon, 8 around chlorine, 8 around chlorine, 2 on hydrogen, 2 on hydrogen. How many electrons is that? It's 20. So we're done, aren't we? You can just do this and call it a day and be done with it. But if you want it to look cool, you got to redraw it with the. I talked to someone about getting my board fixed. Somebody want to do this one for me. There you go. CH2Cl2.
Why do you order the 8 dots?
Yeah. I
'Cause
did.
Because it's not hydrogen. Everything is not hydrogen, gets 8 dots. That's why they make bonds, is to get 8 dots. They're trying to get 8 electrons. So if they have less than that, they're going to form bonds to get 8 electrons.
So all of them are 8 run different.
Always?
Always. Ready to step it up and add a little more layer to this?
Sure.
Yeah. Do it. Just notice.
Tell you what, why don't you I'll let y'all do an easy one first. Then we'll see if y'all are ready to do a hard one. How about y'all do